Hi, very good evening, everyone. Can you all see me and hear me clearly? Please put that up in the chat. Okay, cool. Is it loud and clear? Okay, cool. Thank you so much, everyone, for that quick confirmation. So, we are going to start with the orientation in just a while because I still see people joining in. So, we'll wait for a while until everybody has joined. And meanwhile, what you can do is that please put two things in the chat. This will certainly help us to know you better. You can put the place from where you are joining in and your background, as in whether you are a student or you are a working professional. If you are working, then which is the field that you are working into? These things you can put up in the chat. Nice. Nice to see. So, okay, Laksh, if you have joined it earlier, we are going to discuss the same things. There were a few people who could not join at that time. So we have kept it for them, focusing them in mind. So if you have already had a visit of all of this that we are going to do, you can, if you choose to be here, then it's okay. Or otherwise, you can leave. We will discuss the same things. Great to see. Now we have students also and working professionals as well. And yeah, it's great to see such a nice reach out there. It is only because of an online course that you get to see so much of reach. Nice, nice. And thank you for your quick responses. Okay, so I will be taking up this session in English. I'll not uh, use Hindi or English for that matter because this whole course of ours is going to be in English. So I'll be taking up English as a medium of communication. And moreover, when in future you are going to see all the interviews and the content, we are going to cover all that up in English. That is why. Okay. Great to see such a nice participation. Right. So we are 3 minutes past 5 and we'll just start with the orientation session now. Okay. Without wasting any time, we'll start with the session. Right. So I know quite a bit about you people through the chats. I'll not be using any hyper English. Don't worry, Akash. Okay. I'll just use simple English and you can follow that up. Right. And any which ways you are going to get a recording of this one on your dashboard. So you can refer to the recording at a later stage. Right. So let's just start. I will start by introducing myself. Hi, everyone. I'm Alka. I work as a content strategist with PW Skills. This is about me. I know quite a bit about you through the chats. And yeah, let's just start. Since now you are a part of PW Skills, you must know the mission and the vision that we operate upon. Our whole soul mission is to bring in you, imbibe in you the confidence of course, I can do it. There should not be any kind of no confidence or self doubt wherein you are questioning yourself on how I'll be able to do it. That how aspect of it will be taken care of by us. Okay, here at PW Skills, we'll be giving you the content in the form of recorded lectures, in the form of live sessions, in the form of written content, lesson plans, whatever it is that is required in the form of projects. All of those stuff will be provided to you here at PW Skills, which will help you to excel in the domain knowledge, right? Having said that, since you have taken this course, you might have already compared the prices across the market, and we make sure as part of PW, we make sure that we are coming up with the most affordable pricing. And this is to take into account all the people who might be having a kind of socio-economic background which is not supportive enough to afford to high class courses or the courses which are overpriced, right? So we take into account everybody and we want to bring everybody here so that everybody has an opportunity to upskill and excel in the domain that they have chosen for themselves, right? So accessibility, yes, we are giving, but we are taking into account the affordability along with the quality which you are going to get here. Certainly, it is without any doubt, right? So this is about the mission and the vision that we operate upon. And let's just proceed ahead and see what else is there in the slides to come. Right. So this is all in all the agenda that we'll be discussing today. Right. First of all, we'll be discussing about all the things that we are going to cover in this orientation session. So this orientation session as a whole will be divided into multiple parts. We'll see that in the slides to come, what all parts would be there. Okay. And firstly, we'll be discussing about the program structure of your course, how this whole program is structured, what all things are there, when you are going to get the lectures, and what all provisions are there. Those things we'll be touching upon in this program structure wala part. Then next up, we will be doing a little bit of batch exploration, which is actually how you have to navigate to your specific page on the dashboard where you are going to get all the content at one place. We will be looking into this. We'll see this with the help of screenshots, and then we'll move and do a live walkthrough on pwskills.com, right? Next up, we will be covering a few course offerings that we are going to give you as a part of this course. What all things are there? We have kept all of those things at one place so that you are aware of all the things that you are going to get as a part of this course. Then we are going to tell you about the PW support. Once you have enrolled in a course with us, we make sure that you are given enough support in the form of different mediums so that if you are stuck at any point of time, you are getting the help that you require at that point of time, right? So there are various mediums out of which PW support is one. We'll discuss about that. Then at the end of this course, you are going to get a certificate of completion. There are a few criteria that you need to meet for that. We'll discuss upon that as well. Then a few important informations which are miscellaneous in nature. We will touch upon those as well. Those are the things that you need to know. So we'll discuss those things as well. And finally, I'll be opening Q&A for kind of your questions if you have any till that point. And you can ask your questions up, right? So this is all in all what our orientation session will look like. And majorly, this is the structure which will be followed in various parts, right? So let's now just see what all things are to be covered in this orientation session. Okay, so in the previous slide, we had seen that we have to discuss about the orientation session in the first one. So what all is going to be there in this? Let's just see. First of all, we are going to discuss the program structure and LMS offerings, which is actually what all things you are going to get on PW skills. We will discuss about that in the first portion, which will be taken up by me. Okay, then we will have our subject matter expert with us and also the mentor who is going to record the lectures for you and also is going to be there in your live sessions, right? He will discuss about the curriculum which you are going to cover in this course, and also he will be showing you the live assignment and quiz submission while you are attending to this orientation session. Okay, all of this thing will be done live for you so that you have a fair idea of how you have to do all these things when you are attending to the assignments and quizzes in the future. After this, we are going to have a soft skill training offering portion, which you are going to get, as you are already aware of. You are going to get this under job assistance program that we offer. Kevin is going to take up this portion and he'll be telling you all the things that we are going to provide you as a part of preparation in this soft skill training offerings, which will be followed by the career and placement opportunity portion, which will be taken by uh, the placement services team, and they will be discussing about the things that you need to know with respect to the placement opportunities that you're going to get. And also, they will be telling you the criteria that you need to meet in order to get these career and placement opportunities. Okay? Spare me a moment. I will just be there with you. Right? So this is going to be the structure of orientation session. I request you to be with us till the very end of this session so that you have an idea of all the things that we are going to cover during this course and all the offerings that you are going to get. This will give you a fair idea, and then you can also make the best use of this course. Right? So on this note, let's just start with the first portion first. Right. So this is about the program structure. In this course, you already know the duration of this course is going to be of 6 months. So we are expecting a sincerity and dedicated effort from your side within this 6 months so that you are going to excel in the domain which you have chosen for yourself and are also landing up in a good job at a later stage whenever the opportunity strikes. Right? Then delivery mode for this is going to be blended, which means that you are going to get a good mix of recorded and live lectures. We'll see how all of this is going to happen. We'll see that on portal. Content for you is going to go live on the portal every Wednesday. So on Wednesday, your content will be filled with a module, which will have all the lectures which you have to cover during that week. Okay. And once you do that, then in the weekend, you'll have revision session as you can see from here. Okay. All right. We'll come to this one at a later stage. So all in all, the thing would be every Wednesday, you are going to get new content and that you have to consume during the week at your own pace. Like some people may get it in one go. Some people may need to require to rewatch it and revise it a little more to get a catch of it. So whatever your pace is, you can consume it at your own pace. And then the content for the next week is going to go on next Wednesday. Like this, we are going to follow the schedule during this course. Okay. And of course, content upload frequency is going to be on weekly basis. So on every week, you're going to get the content for the whole week. Okay. Right. And yes, you are going to get daily doubt sessions also as a part of this course. And to get to that daily doubt session, we will also provide you with the links. We'll see all of that. You're going to get it from Monday to Friday every day at 7 p.m. These are not mandatory to join, but if during watching those lectures that you have been provided, if you feel that you are stuck at any point of time and you need to get your doubts clarified, you can join this doubt session and ask your doubts up with the subject matter experts who would be there to answer your questions. Right? Along with all this, you are also going to get live session in the form of revision every Sunday at 7 p.m. Okay, so here you will have mentor of that domain of that portion. Whosoever is the expert would be brought for you and he'll do a quick revision for the things that were to be covered during that week. Okay, so the whole cycle would be lecture goes live on Wednesday. You consume it during the week. If you have any doubt, you have to ask that up in the doubt session that you're going to get from Monday to Friday. Okay. And in the weekend, that is on Sunday, 7 p.m., you are going to get a revision session from the mentor, wherein he is going to revise all that content which was uploaded on Wednesday, on the previous Wednesday. Okay, this is how we are going to structure the whole course, and this is how it is going to proceed, right? I'll just go through the chat once, and I would request team member to please look into the chat and answer the questions. Right, so we are going to have no one module means you'll have multiple lectures within that module. Okay, so it will be based upon what you can cover during the week. It will not be very less, it will not be a lot. It will be divided in such a way that you can cover it within a week. So this is how we are going to move. And I'm going to take your questions towards the end, because if I get stuck in this one, then it will be a lot of problem, right? And this might stretch beyond 2 hours. So let's just keep that in mind. And as and when we are moving ahead with the slides, you'll see that most of your doubts will get clarified. Okay? Right. So now this is the batch exploration part. All of you might have already got the course access. Okay. If not, then it is within the process. You'll get it pretty soon. Right? We'll see how you have to navigate to your specific content. Okay. And if there is any problem with the screenshots, you're not able to get a catch of it through screenshots, don't just worry. We are going to do a live walkthrough as well. Okay. So let's just see this as a process first, and then we'll do a live walkthrough also. Right. So you have to first go to the landing page, home page of pwskills.com. It will look something like this. On the top right corner, you will see that you have an option to log in or register. You have to log in with the credentials that you have. Okay. And once you do that, this first alphabet of your name, initial alphabet of your name, will start to appear as a button here. Okay, that same login register button will turn into this one. Then you have to click on this one and you'll get plenty of options, as you can see here. Out of them, you have to click on My Courses to get to your specific course that you have enrolled for. Once you do that, you will be shown a course card like this. Okay. And to proceed with your learning journey, you just have to click on continue. And once you do that, you will be taken to the main page of your course on the dashboard. Okay. It will look something like this. Now, more on this, let's just first see this as a live walkthrough, and then we will see the further part of it. Okay. I have already logged in with my credentials. That is why it is showing me this initial of my name turned into a button. Okay. So I have to just click on this one as we had seen in the slides. And when I click on my courses here, since I am enrolled in these many courses, that is why it is showing me these many course cards. For you, it will be showing only this one. Okay, can you see this? This one that I'm pointing out. This would be shown to you, right? You have to click on continue, right? And you will be shown a screen like this. Okay. The most important part of this whole section is this your track portion. In this your track portion, we are going to track your progress, and you're also going to get an idea of what all is lying on the portal right now for your consumption, right? So for example, you can say that here you already have one quiz, 15 videos, 3 notes, and 2 assignments lying on the dashboard right now. Okay. And it also gives you an account of how much you have consumed till now. So I have not attended to any quiz. That is why it is showing me 0. And I have not seen any video. That is why it is showing me 0. And I have read a few notes. That is why it is showing me 2 out of 3. And I have not attended to any assignments. That is why, again, it shows me 0 out of 2. Okay, this is how it is going to track your progress. Also, we are going to divide all this content that we are going to give you in 2 formats. First would be self-paced. So we were looking at self-paced right now. And second one is live session. It will have all the live session links and recordings that you are going to get during this course. Okay. So first we will cover this self-paced section, and then we will see what all is there in the live session part as well. Okay. Also, if you have entered this course, if you are starting with it at first, it will tell you to start journey. Since I have already gone into the course once, it tells me to resume journey from the point where I had left it. Right? There's also a shortcut method to get into this. Like I was watching this class. So if I want to resume this one from here itself, I can just click on this one and resume with the class right from here. I don't need to get into the journey and search for the lecture once again. All of that is not required. I can simply join it from here also, similarly for other things. Okay. So this is all in all the first page of your course. Okay. Let's just start with the journey. Right. So this is the kind of screen you'll get to see once you start with this journey. Okay. So we will divide the whole section into 2 portions majorly. Left pane will have all the things divided in the form of modules. Try to understand what is. Okay, so that was the lecture pane. Okay, so we can divide all this up in 2 sections. The left pane would have all the things mentioned in the form of modules, whether it is a general information or whether it is the lectures that we are going to give you. All of that would be put across in the form of modules. Okay, and the central portion, which you can see right now, there's a black screen appearing in front of you. This will have, if there is any written content also, that will also show up here. And if you are going to watch all the lectures from this portal, the lectures will play in this section. Okay, so these 2 portions would be majorly shown up on the screen, right? Let's just see what all things are there within each module. So first module in here will have all the essentials, the general information that you would be requiring during this course. First one being the schedule. So here, all of the details with respect to your schedule has been provided clearly. You can give it a quick read, and also if you want to join the doubt class, there's a link given here, which will be handy for you. You can just come here and join it from here itself. No need to look for it on any mail or any kind of intimation like that. You just don't need to do all of that. Okay. Then all the important information that you need to know and the link to join Telegram channel, all of those things are given here. Also, a brief program outline has also been provided. So you can access this and see it at a later stage. I will not go into the nuances of all of the things. I'll just show you what all things are lying and where all it is lying. Okay. Now, the next thing here is LMS overview. There might be chances that even after attending to this orientation session, you might be stuck at a few points with respect to this whole dashboard of yours. If you feel that you are stuck at any point and you don't want to watch all of this orientation session once again, you can also refer to this LMS overview video. It is a kind of tutorial which will give you a brief idea of where all things, what all things you are going to find at these places, and everything would be mentioned in detail here. So you can refer to this recording as well. And of course, you're going to get a recording of this session also. So whichever is convenient for you, you can refer to that one. Next up, we will have a tutorial now on how to join the live class. So in case you have to join the live class and you want to know the whole process of how to join it, you can watch this video. Okay, it is very simple. You just have to click on the link. There's a live session section also. We have seen that while we were joining. We will get into that one as well. But if you want to give it a watch, you can just watch that one. And at a later stage, when you have to submit your assignments, then what process you need to follow, all of that has been provided as a tutorial in this video, so you can refer to this one as well. Any which ways, we are going to have a discussion on the same. Our mentor is going to tell you how you have to do this live assignment submission. He'll do it live for you. So if you are not getting a catch of it at that point of time, maybe you can come to this one and watch this recording as well. Okay, so this was about the module 1. Module 2 is basically the introductory part, the lectures that you need to consume for building the foundation of web development. So here on, your course content will start. So you have to attend to the lectures from here. And then with every module, you are going to get a quick summary, and you are also going to get a quiz associated with the module, and you are also going to get a assignment which will have the questions which are relevant to that very module. Okay, so this is all in all the things that you're going to get. Okay, more on this quiz and assignment will be taken up by the mentor in the later part of this orientation session. I will cover a few things which you are required which you are required to know whenever you are watching any lecture. Okay, so I'll choose this one. For example, we have this lecture. Okay, and let's assume that I'm watching this lecture. You might not be able to see the lecture because we do not allow sharing of lecture while sharing the screen due to security reasons. But whatever operations I'm going to do, just pay very close attention. You will have a close idea and a clear idea of how you have to consume all this thing up and how you can avail these facilities which we are giving to you. Okay, right. So let's just explore everything at once first, and then we will get into each of these. With every recorded lecture here, you are going to get these 3 options. First one would be attachment option, which will have all the important resources in the form of written content, maybe lesson plan or PPTs or coding files, whichever is applicable with respect to that specific lecture. You are going to get all that up in this attachment section. Okay. Then we will have notes option here. In the notes option, you will find it very convenient to prepare your own notes here and to put things organized and at one place on the dashboard itself. It will help you in such kind of thing. Okay. Then finally, we'll have ratings option wherein you can rate your class and also you can rate your mentor based on your overall experience with respect to that lecture and that mentor. Okay. So let's just start with the attachment option first. Here, as you can see, I am watching this lecture up. Okay. And while maybe when I'm done with watching this lecture, I can go to this resource link here. And as you can see, that we have provided the lesson plan kind of a structure, which the mentor has referred to while recording this lecture. So you can refer to this one. Maybe if you have consumed the lecture, you have understood the concepts, but you want to maybe give it a read, then whenever maybe you are traveling or you are free or having some leisure time, you can give it a quick read, and this will help you in quick revision, and it will also get your things clarified at one place. Okay, so this was about the attachment option. Now comes the most interesting and very amazing option that we are giving you here. It often happens that while attending to any of the lectures, we are in a habit of taking down notes. At least this is the case with me. So towards the beginning of the course, we are very, very dedicated and we are taking down notes. We are preparing them properly and keeping them. But in the midway, it often happens that we give up on that and our notes, papers all go missing. And it is very difficult to get back on track from that point onwards. And towards the end of this course, at the end of 6 months, of course, you are going to get job opportunities from us. So whenever you have to do that revision, and if your notes and your whatever crux you had prepared is not handy with you, it will be very difficult and humanly impossible for you to watch everything all over again, right? To attend to this concern, we have provided you with this notes option. You don't need to use any other device. You don't need to use any register or any pen paper, nothing. You just have to use this option and your notes would be prepared on the dashboard itself, and you can keep them all organized with every lecture. And whenever you are coming back to it for revision, it will make your revision process very convenient and very quick also. Let's just see how this works. Then you will really appreciate this one. Okay. So assume that I'm watching this lecture here. Okay. And at maybe, for example, 1 minute, I feel that there is something that the mentor has told and I want to make a note of it. Okay. So rather than writing it up at some other place, I will just click on make a note. I'll first stop the play button here. I'll click on notes option and make a note. And then I'll give a brief description of the topic and also write the topic name, maybe mention my note points here. And yes, I can save this one up. Right? So everything that I had written, basically the things, the crux that I had made along with the timestamp is saved here as my note point, right? To add to this, you can make as many note points as you want to. Okay, so if I proceed with the lecture and maybe at some other timestamp, let's just assume for example purposes that at 1:15, I again come across, you can assume that it is towards 20 minutes, towards the end of this lecture also. You feel that there is something for which I need to make a note on. Again, I can click on make a note. Okay. And here also, the same drill has to be followed. You have to write whatever you wish to write and you have to save that thing up, right? I'll just make one note for you. One more. Okay. The same drill is to be followed and we have to save it up. Okay. So again, you can see that at 1:15 also my note point is saved. So you can make as many note points as you want to. This was just an example and these note points are really close, but you can make note points at different timestamps. That is the whole idea. So you get the idea, right? So this is how we are going to prepare the notes. Okay. And yes, it is going to make your life really convenient. We'll see how that is going to happen, right? So for example, after this one, I am maybe jumping on to another module and I'm watching some other lecture here. Okay. And then some other lecture, then like this, I'm jumping on modules. So assume that we are in a situation where we have covered everything up. We are towards the end of the course and now we are doing revision. Okay. So while I'm doing this revision and I'm coming back to this lecture of mine, what I have to do is I just have to get back to my notes option and here I have my note points saved. So rather than watching the whole lecture all over again, or consuming it from the very beginning, I can simply, you can see that it has moved past my node point. So it has moved to 133 here, and it is again keeping on moving. So I can just go on this timestamp. If I want to watch the first node point, I can go on this one and it will take me back to that very timestamp. Okay. So this is how it is going to work. And again, if I want to go on this one, I can click on this one and it will take me to the other timestamp. So I can watch everything and consume everything up as per my choice. So I can create the timestamps and I can revise based on those timestamps. So it makes your whole learning journey, whole self-paced consumption of content very, very personalized. And also access to this is private to your account. Nobody else will be able to see this, right? So this is really a blessing. Make use of it from the very beginning of your course. It is certainly going to make your revision and also content consumption very, very convenient. And the whole journey is going to be very convenient for you. Okay. Now comes the last option of ratings. This is actually very important for us. You can rate your class and rate your mentor here. We really appreciate your continuous and regular feedback. So you can rate your class from here based on your overall experience of how the class was, how the whole feel of attending to the class was, whether there was any glitches, whether there were any hiccups, all of those things you can consider while rating your class here. And also you can rate your mentor here based on their communication skills, based on their subjective knowledge, based on what they covered and how relevant it was, all of those things, whether you could understand it or not, all of those things can be rated in rate your mentor. And also if you have any constructive feedback to give, then we are always open for that. You can provide your constructive feedback here and send it across. It will reach to us. We'll certainly try to work on this one. Okay. So this happens to be the final option that we had, right? And as I have already mentioned, along with this, you are going to get a brief summary of whatever was consumed in that, whatever was provided to you as a part of that module, all the content at one place for quick revision. It will not have all the summaries, but it will have the pointers to which you can read and recollect the things that you have learned in this. Then you'll have a quiz and an assignment associated with the same. More on this will be taken up by the mentor. Okay, so let's get back to the home page again and to our slides once again to see what all we have covered so far and what all is left. We have seen this one. Okay, one more thing was there. Let's just see that one as well. So we had seen this with respect to, okay, we have seen this with respect to the self-paced section. Now let's get into the live section here. Okay. So from here, you can select whether it is going to be self-paced for you or live session. If you want to see all the things of live session, whether it is the link or the recordings of the live session, all of that will be provided to you in this live session. Okay. Wala drop down option. So you can avail to this one. Then again, you can start with the same thing. You can resume journey from here. And here you can see that you have this option to join your doubt session from here itself. And also you have the orientation session link, which is going on right now. You could have joined it from here also. And also it will have all the recordings of any session, any live sessions that have happened or maybe are going to happen. Or the link for the same will be provided to you. And the recording for the same will also be uploaded after 24 business hours. Okay. So you can refer to this one as well. Let's get back to the slides now. So we have covered these options as well and ratings, of course. Now, this is about the course offerings that you are going to get. Okay, so you are going to get diverse project portfolio and a capstone project, which means that you're going to make various projects during this course. Whenever you are covering a substantial amount of content in the form of modules, you are going to build a small scale project with that knowledge that you have acquired so far, so that you have a clear idea of how all that knowledge is going to be applied in the real life situations within a project. Okay. And along with that, you are also going to get a capstone project, which will have all the concepts covered within that project at one place. So this project, when you are building towards the end of this course, you can also present this up in your resume, which will help your resume stand out. And also you can present it in front of the recruiter as well. Okay, this will help them to know about your expertise regarding the subject knowledge. Then we are going to give you practice exercises. We have seen that already in the form of assignments and quizzes. You are going to get doubt clearing sessions. So we have seen that one as well, right? And you are also going to get dedicated buddy support for your course. Okay, just lend me a moment. Right? So this dedicated buddy support means that whenever you are stuck at any point, right, you just have to go to your Telegram channel. There, your dedicated batch buddy would have shared a form with you, a callback form with you that you have to fill up. That would be a simple Google form that you have to fill up, and you also have to provide the time that would be suitable for you to attend to a call. They will be giving you a call to understand your challenges and will help you with the problems that you might be having. Okay, right? He will be joining us in a short while, and we'll get to interact with him a little bit. He's busy with a little bit other things right now, but we'll have him. Okay. And then we have industry oriented curriculum. This is like understandable point. We are in touch with the industry experts, and all of this syllabus and everything that we are going to give you in the form of content has been curated by the industry experts who are working in the said domain in current uh, like industry scenarios. So we are not going to beat around the bush. We are going to give you all the things that are relevant and are in practice in the industries right now. Okay, so everything that we are going to give you, please try to be very regular with them and also consume them well within the time. This is nothing extra. This is actually being utilized in the industries. So you need to learn all of this. Then you are also going to get a certificate from our side. And after successful completion of this course, what all criteria you need to meet for in order to get that certificate, we'll see that in a while. Then we have Q&A forum where you can ask your question up, of course, on the Telegram channel and also on the support medium. We'll see that in a while. All the sessions that you're going to get would be instructor-led sessions, all the live classes, and you are also going to get a recording for the same, except for the doubt classes that you're going to get. For peer-to-peer networking, you are going to get your Telegram channel there. You can connect with the PW Skills team and also within yourselves. You are also going to get email support from our side in case you are stuck at some point and you're reaching out to your batch buddy and they are also not responding. In that case, you can reach out to PW Skills team through this email support. There's one more medium. We'll see that in a while. Okay. And also you are going to get interviewing opportunities from our side as a part of job assistance program. More on this will be taken up by the career and placement assistance team who would be taking this up in a short while. And we have seen that you are going to get module level assignments. Okay. After every module, right? So, Okay, I would request somebody to please take the concern of Angel here, right? So next up is this support option, right? So if you are reaching out to your batch buddy and he's not solving your problem or he's not able to solve your problem, which is highly improbable, in that case, you can reach out to us through a different medium, which is PW skills support that we offer. Okay. And how you can avail to that one, let's just see that from the screenshot and then we'll have a live walkthrough for that as well. Okay. So first up, again, we are on the home page of pwskills.com. Again, the same drill is to be followed. You have to log in, register with your credentials, and then you have to click on that button. And second option would be the support option. You have to click on this support option and you will be taken to a page like this, wherein you will have a series of questions, which are mostly the frequently asked questions that we come across through various batches. We have put all those things up at one place here. You can try to find your question here. If it is there, then you can click on this drop down and look for the answer, follow the steps. If that solves your problem, well and good. If it doesn't, then you have to click on contact us and raise a ticket with us. So before moving ahead, let's just see this in the live walkthrough. Okay, so here you can see that we have this support option. Okay, let's click on this one. Okay. Now here, as we had seen in the screenshot, you can see that we have a list of questions which are lying here along with their answers. So for example, I have a question of how to join the live class. I can click on this one and I have a detailed description of how I can join it. Okay, I can follow these steps to join the live class. Also, if I have a question on where do I find the class notes, okay, I will be again given a series of steps with clarity that I need to follow to reach to this specific place to find my class notes and everything else that I might be looking for that we had seen in that attachment and resources option. All of that has been provided here. Okay. So these kind of general questions you will find here, but if you have any other question that you need to ask and it is not showing up here, then you can click on contact us, right? And then you can choose the domain of your questions out of these many domains. So for example, I have something related to academics. I can go on this one and maybe if I have to look for how to submit assignments, I can click on this one and then it is giving me a brief tutorial video link for the same. I can watch it and follow the steps. And for example, it was some other question and it had some solution which did not work out for me. In that case, what I can do is I can just click on raise ticket, fill in the relevant details which it is asking me to fill, and raise a ticket with the support team, right? Our support team is going to get back to you with a solution once they have attended to your query. Okay. But I would reiterate before all this, you have to reach out to your batch buddy on the Telegram channel with the help of the callback form that they are going to share with you on the Telegram channel. So any of you, if you have not joined that channel yet, please join that ASAP. I would request our team member to please provide the link for the same in the chat. Right? Let's just get back to our slides again. Right. So this is the most sought after question that we get. How you are going to generate your certificate of completion from PW skills. So yes, you can generate the certificate yourself. The option will start to appear on the portal itself once you have successfully completed this course. And we have seen that we are tracking your progress on pwskills.com. So you need to meet certain criterias in order to generate that certificate. What are those criterias? Let's just see them once. The first one is you should have completed at least 70% of the video content that we are going to provide you. Okay. And the second one is you should have achieved a minimum score of 70% in the assignments and the quizzes that we are going to give you. Right? Since this is the beginning of the course, let me make it very, very clear for each and every one of you. Just be very regular if you want to do it conveniently. Otherwise, if you maybe create a backlog or a pile up for a later stage that I'll do it at a later stage, it will be very, very problematic because things will keep on piling up and then it will be impossible for you to complete them at once. The same goes for video content consumption and it is also valid for your assignments and quizzes. Okay. And yes, this is a lot. 70% is a lot, but we must understand that we are not here to get a degree. We have enrolled in this course for the purpose of gaining some knowledge in this domain and also for getting jobs in the future, right? And in order to do so, it is the bare minimum that you need to do. If you are not able to know the 70% of the content, also how you are going to able to answer to the recruiter whenever they are asking you any question, right? So let's try to see it from that perspective. Okay. So looking at that, let's not aim for 70%, but rather push towards 100%. Okay. Right. So this is the criteria that you need to meet for generating the certificate from PW skills. Next up are some important things that you need to know. All the announcements from our side are going to go in the form of bulk emails. So you must register your email IDs with us if you have not done that already. You are going to get announcements like this, okay, in your inboxes, and you are also going to get shortcut buttons like this, and through these you can join the classes directly, the live classes directly. All of those things would be very, very convenient for you. If there is any rescheduling or any cancellations or anything of that sort or any new class scheduled for you, all of that will be provided. The information will be provided with the help of these kind of emails. Okay. So please keep on checking the notifications and your inboxes, right? Also, this is kind of very common question that we come across. So that is why we have put that in our slides. You can use the device of your choice, whether you want to attend your classes on tablet or your PC or your laptop, whatever you wish to, you can do that. But all the things that we are going to give are going to be on pwskills.com only. There's no subsidiary app, parent PW app, PW Live app. No, you are not going to get PW Skills content on those apps. Okay? Because we have to track your progress. That is why we are keeping everything on pwskills.com only, right? So you just have to go on pwskills.com. You have to log in with your credentials and you can just start with whatever lecture you want to see or whatever content you want to consume there. Okay. Next up, you are already aware of all of this, but just for the sake of reiteration, we will not be entertaining any kind of refund requests from now on. If there are any access issues or any issues of that sort, all of those will be taken care of by our support teams. Okay. These are a few contact details from our side. In case you are stuck, you can call us at this number. You can drop an email to us at support@pwskills.com. And also, if you want to watch any lectures or anything, if you want to read any of the lesson plans or content, you can go to pwskills.com. Also, you can have an idea of and uh, plenty of other things that we are offering at pwskills.com. You can also explore those options as well. Right. So this is all from my side. If you have any questions, please put them across in the chat. I would request the team member to please share please share the Telegram link in this chat. Your content is going to go live from Wednesday, and a few of the things are already lying there. Okay, so you can consume them and you can build a foundation over that. And then whenever you are going to have a live class, the intimation for the same would be provided to you on your mails. Okay. Yeah, you can start studying from now. Right. So we have your batch buddy with us right now. We'll have a brief introduction from him as well so that you are familiar with your batch buddy. And he'll also tell you about the things that you need to do to reach out to him. Okay. Over to you, Arpit.
Yes. Hello. Hi everyone. Good evening. So my name is Harpit, and I will be your batch buddy for this course over the next 6 months. So if you face any issue or have any confusion or need any information, I'm your go-to person, and you can easily reach out to me via the callback form, which I will be sharing you in the Telegram group. So make sure you have joined the Telegram group. And thanks everyone for joining this session. That's all from my side, and best of luck.
Thank you, Arpit. So that was your batch buddy. Right. So links have been shared already in the chat. Please, you can check that up. Right. And this session is also being recorded. So you're going to get a recording of this one as well. Don't worry. So is there anything else that you people need to ask from the things that I have covered so far? Yes, no, maybe in the chats, please. Or shall we move ahead? I will need your go ahead to proceed with the orientation session, the later part of the orientation session. Arnab, that will be taken up by the mentor. He is going to be with us in just a while. We are going to get a recording of this one, Ishwari, if that is your question. Okay, so you can keep putting your questions in the chat. We'll answer them. For now, I'll hand it over to Mithun sir, who is going to be the mentor for this course. He has also curated this course and he has been with us for a while. And now he will be taking you through the curriculum and also through the live assignment submission and quiz submission process. So over to you, Mithun sir.
Yeah, thank you, Alka. So thank you for that wonderful walkthrough. So first of all, congratulations to everyone who have made up here. So you guys have taken the first step towards being a full stack web developer. So there are many people out there who are just postponing their learning journey, but at least you showed up here. So congratulations to that. So can I have a quick yes in the chat so I could know how many of you are actually present here. So can I get some response on the chat? Everyone? Yeah. Great. Yeah, great to see many people popping in. Yeah, cool. So let's start with my introduction. Hello all, I'm Mithun. I am a full stack developer at Cisco. So I have been into this domain for couple of years now. Apart from software development, I am also passionate about teaching. So I take up lectures, so handle these sessions very quite often. So in today's session, so in this orientation session, you got to know everything about the portal, right? So you are aware of the portal stuff, how your lectures would be delivered, everything. So let's now move to the technical part. So I'm going to take you to the technical description of the course. What are we going to learn? Okay, so and what skill sets will you be equipped at the end of this course? And followed by that, I will also be sharing you how to submit your assignments and quiz. Okay, is this clear? So shall we start, everyone? Just give a heads up in the chat. Okay. So again, guys, so you are investing a lot of time. Okay. So more than money, I would say the time. Okay. 6 months is not very short amount of time, right? You're investing 6 months with us. Okay. So we all are a team together. Okay. So I would say be vocal. Don't hesitate. So I want everyone to be interactive in the live sessions because that is where we can make the most out of this. Okay. So shall we start, everyone? So we'll start with our technical discussions. Everyone, just put out yes, no, anything in the chat. Everyone, are you there? Great, great, great. Okay. So first thing you should know is that full stack development course. The course title is full stack development, meaning so you will be learning development end to end. Okay, so full stack. That's what full stack simply means, where you start building applications from the scratch and making it public. So that's what full stack developers actually do, and that is what we are going to learn throughout this course. So this is a 6 month course, okay, which is very much practical. Okay, so 6 months is a very much practical time to master full stack development, and this will be in a hybrid delivery mode. So you will be getting recordings, which would be your first point of contact. And that's also the best part, right? So if you have recordings, you can watch how many times you want. Okay. And I would add a little point here that so after watching every video, ask yourself this one question. Okay. Many of them come up to me and ask me, sir, I'm not feeling confident, or initially the course was easy. Now it has become difficult. The problem is that you underestimate things, so don't do that. So have that thinking in that mind that interview is my main goal. Completing the course is not the big thing. Being prepared for the interview is the major thing. So after watching every recording, ask yourself this one question: can I explain this concept in the interview? If yes, move to the next question, or else come to the live class. The mentor will revise again. Or if you are not understanding there as well, you will be having another mentor in the doubt class. So just as there, so the main intention is that you should be interview ready. Okay. So yeah, now let's get into the whiteboard first, and then we'll move to the board. So as I told you, the title is full stack development. Okay. So again, this is one of a professional sort of a course where on completing of this course, you would of course be a full stack developer. This is a course which has not been experimenting for the first time. Okay. We had a lot of batches who have successfully completed the course and are very much confident in taking up job roles. Okay. Now, when we talk about how many of you have heard this term full stack development, just put out S in the chat. Just heard the term. Okay. I don't want any of the definitions or anything. Okay. So everyone, just put out in the chat how many of you have heard full stack development at least. Okay. See, whenever we talk about full stack development, right, we could put that into 4 boxes. Okay. So 4 boxes, the technological stack. Okay. So 4 boxes. So the first box being the fundamentals. Okay. Fundamentals, or like let's start with front end itself. Okay. So we will start with the front end. Okay. Again, if you don't understand these terms, don't worry at all. This is a no prerequisite course. We don't expect you to be master of terminologies or anything. Okay. So just be with me. I will walk you through everything. Okay. So you'll be having the backend part, and you'll be having the database part, and you'll also be requiring a lot of tools. Okay. So tools and concepts, which we will be covering throughout this course. Okay. Now let me give you a brief introduction of what it is. Okay. So we are going to build websites. How many of you have used websites? Okay. You would have used many websites. Okay. So everything. whatever you see in front of you, okay, I'm going to give you a very vague definitions because we don't have that much of time to get into the concepts, but in the lectures we have deep dived into a lot of things. So just for the sake of understanding things, just assume front end is what you see in front of you. Like let's go to the Facebook page. Okay, like let's go to the Facebook page. I hope this is the place where we all started the social media thing, right? The sign up page of Facebook. So this is the front end where you can see these beautiful images, text, some input boxes, some buttons, some text. So here people come to consume content. Okay, and you as a front end developer will be delivering this content. So this is the front end of the website, whatever is in front of the user. Tip number one, many a times the definition in the software lies in the name itself. Okay, is this clear? Any doubts in what is front end? Just a vague definition. Okay, so we are not going to learn the concept here, right? Just to be in the same page, I'm putting it up. Now, like let's say I fill up the details and on clicking on sign up button, my data from me sitting in Bangalore will be stored in some data center in some place like be it San Francisco, Singapore, anywhere, right? So how did my data go from Bangalore to San Francisco? Of course, it's through internet, but who told the path? Okay, the path is called as the backend. Backend is the path you specify how the data should flow from your machine to the Facebook organization or the data from Facebook organization to your computer. The data part is handled by backend. Okay, the path of the data. Next, where is the actual data stored? That will be stored in the database. And to manage this, you need a lot of tools and concepts. So these are the four boxes, and you should know or you should be comfortable in building some scalable applications. Okay. Now, with the same flow, we are going to start our journey by understanding fundamentals. Okay. Again, this is a very crucial part. We'll start our journey by understanding computers, internet, network, all of the terminologies here. So all of these fundamentals will be covered in this part. And once fundamentals are covered, we'll move to the core concepts. We'll be starting our front-end journey with HTML. Okay, so this is the second concept. Okay, we'll be starting with HTML. Next, we'll learn CSS. Again, what is HTML, CSS, JavaScript? Don't worry, you'll learn it. Just remember the names and which box they fit in. Then we'll move to JavaScript, and we'll also learn Tailwind CSS, JavaScript, and React.js. So these are the technologies you are going to learn in the front-end bucket. And this will be your first phase. The first phase will be understanding fundamentals and learning the front-end part. Okay. Now, while learning front-end, there is one important tool. Okay. Not only a Bootstrap. No, we are not going to cover Bootstrap. We are going to cover Tailwind CSS. Again, I would like to make this point here. In software, there are a lot of options. Okay. You cannot just cover everything. It's like master one and be capable of exploring others. Same way, learn Tailwind CSS. You can understand Bootstrap, Chakra UI, Material UI, anything. And same, learn React.js. You can move to Next.js or whatever framework you want. Okay, so this is, we don't cover Angular. Yeah, Redux is there. So it's a part of React itself. So we'll be using Redux toolkit. Okay, so all of those stuff. Okay, if you want, I can just add it up here as well. So we are going to cover another tool. Sorry, let me just be careful with the numberings as well. So after, so we are going to cover Git and GitHub. And if you want, I could just put up Redux as well. Okay, we are going to, of course, cover that in this course. Here. Okay, yeah. So on completing this part, you will be ready to take up front-end developer jobs. Okay, so there will be a lot of opening. What is Angular? Angular is again a front-end framework. Okay, see what happens is that there are a lot of, you will be not writing all the code from the scratch. Okay, so there are a lot of frameworks, there are a lot of libraries which are built to make developers' job easy. React is one such library. Angular is a framework. You have Vue.js, Next.js. There are a lot of options. But React is something which has a lot of opportunities available, especially for freshers. You can go to platforms like Naukri, LinkedIn. you can find n number of jobs on React. It is the trendy trend which is going on in the market right now. So we opt in for React. Okay, yeah. So on completion of these 8 things, 6 core technologies and 3 tools, you will be capable of applying for front-end developer jobs. There are a lot of jobs in the market. You could go read their job description, front-end job description, and you will for sure find this. Okay, and anything matching this, you will be capable of applying for the jobs. Okay, next, once this is done, we'll move to the backend part. We will start our discussion with Node.js. Okay, and then we'll also learn a framework. Again, see, you learn the core technology and then a framework. See, core technology is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. For CSS, you learn a CSS library to make your job easier. For JavaScript, you learn React.js. Same, you learn Node.js and you learn a framework, Express.js. Okay, and in the same part, you're also going to learn some of the tools. Okay, you would have heard of this. You will be learning Postman as a tool to test backend, all of this part. And in the database part, we will be starting by understanding fundamentals or DBMS. Okay, so database management systems, we'll be understanding them better. And then we will be learning MongoDB. Okay, so again, you could also add this in the tools part where you will be learning about how to handle MongoDB Compass. You'll also learn how to handle MongoDB Atlas. All of these parts will be covered here. So these are what are the core technologies. Now, Mithun, with this, can I build a highly scalable application? Yes, of course you can build. But I told you, right, full stack means end to end, from the scratch to making it public. So we have built an application, but to take it to public, you will be requiring more tools. Okay, so we'll be learning tools like Vercel, how to handle Vercel, how to work with Netlify. Okay, and we'll also look into a platform called as Render, where we will be deploying your apps or making it public. So these are the 15 things which we are going to cover in this course. Any questions? Just put out in the chat. Okay, so let's pause for 30 minutes. Okay, so yeah. So not 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, so just let me know if you have any questions, or do you think something is missing, or you expect something, just let me know so that I could clarify. Okay, so we operate on the MERN stack. Okay, if you have heard MERN, okay, so you would have heard. So MERN stands for MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and Node.js. And here, if you see, JavaScript is the hero of this course. Okay, so this will be the hero of the course. Any questions? Any questions? Same you can see here. We'll start with fundamentals, HTML, CSS, Tailwind CSS, GitHub, React, JavaScript, React, Node.js, Express.js, database, and the projects, of course. Like you will be getting frequent projects. Like once you complete HTML, you will get projects, CSS, Tailwind CSS, some JavaScript projects, some React projects, some backend projects, and whole together, we'll also be working on a capstone project. You can see those details here. Okay, so these are some of the projects. Okay, you will be getting a lot of projects as well. Sir, is it possible that we can complete all this in 6 months? Yes, this is practical. So that's why I told you, right? So initially, if you look into this, this will be very much overwhelming. But yeah, 6 months is a very practical amount of time. Again, I told you, right? We have completed a lot of batches. Multiple students have done it. So there is no question with it. And again, don't impose that onto yourself that I should complete a course in 6 months. Always remember, no one is going to give you a job just because you completed the course. It never happens, especially in software. Okay, everyone will hire you for your skill sets. 6 months is a practical thing. Okay, but if you are someone who grabs soon, you can complete it soon. Or if you are someone who is like takes time in understanding things, you take time. No one is going to question you. So this is a hybrid thing. You will be having recordings being placed there. Okay, so don't have this duration concern with you. Okay, so always focus on to the learning part as much as possible. Okay, any questions, anyone? Okay, Again, communication is also a very key skill. You should be comfortable with mentors in the hybrid mode or the remote mode itself. Okay, because interviews are happening this the same way. After this job, can we get a job in MNCs? Yes. See, skills is the core part. I can just put it up here. If you have skills, okay, you could either get a full-time job, FT, full-time job. If you're someone who want to freelance, you can freelance. If you are someone who want to open their own startup, you can also open your own startup. Everything comes up to skills. If you have skills, you have a lot of paths open. But if you don't have skills, then nothing would be possible. Okay, so have that in your mind. Okay, after completing of this course, you cannot get a job. After properly getting the skills from this course, you will be getting a job. So that's the thing. Okay, it's not like, hey, I completed the course, I binge watched like a movie, I had a popcorn, I watched the complete course content, and will I get a job? No. You should consume the skills. You should do the assignments. You should take up the projects. You should take up the quizzes. Work alongside your mentor. Okay, so that is where you will be job ready. Is this clear, everyone? So will you explain freelance in short? I have heard freelance is like you don't get like a freelance is like just doing work on a contract basis. That's it. That's what simply you can take it as freelance. Okay, so there would be a person who is seeking for some service. You are providing some service, web development service. You both get connected, take up a contract telling that this is the only project you are going to build. After this project, they will pay some amount of money, and that's it. So that's what freelance is. You don't have any commitments. Okay, any questions here? Anyone? Anyone? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, so again, I would also take up one more important part, okay, which many of you would be asking or will have this. So what it takes to crack a job? Takes it to crack a job. Okay, see, tell me, oh, you guys let me know what does it take to crack a job? Just put out in the chat, guys, what it takes to crack a job. Everyone, just put out a chat. Whatever comes to your mind, I'm not here to judge you. Just let's have some discussion. Yeah. Yeah, skills. Okay. Next. We can develop any app or website. Yes, you will be capable of developing any website. We are not going into app development here. This is a web development course. Okay, skills, soft skills. Next. Good communication. Okay, next. Everyone, just put out whatever comes to your mind. What do you think is the see, for every time it's like you put out what you know and we correct it. That's the whole thing. Fluent in English, that comes into communication. Okay. Interview prep. Okay, interview prep. Okay, being creative. Okay, yeah. So you guys have given pretty much good answers. So let me tell you what it takes to get a job, and I will rank it from the top to bottom. First thing is that undoubtedly skills. See, you have a good resume, but don't have any skills. No one is going to hire you. Okay, so first skills is the first thing. Every time before moving into interview preparation, before moving into projects, before moving into resume, everything, your skills are the main part. First, skills. Next, you need proof of work. This is very exciting, guys. See, go ask any people outside, okay, especially engineers or from some technical background, telling that, hey, are you capable of building a website? Or else, do you know web development? Many of them will tell that, hey, I know web development, I know web development. But are they all capable of being employed? The answer is no. Why? Because many claim that they know the skills, but what's the proof? So you need good proof of work. A proof of work can be an internship. A proof of work can be a project. Okay. So you need proof of work. So since we are not going to have any internship kind of thing here, so projects are a very good proof of work. You'll be having projects, you will be having assignments. Okay, you will be having quizzes. So all of those sort. Okay, now Mithun, I have skills and I have proof of work. Will I get a job? No, not so soon. You need to be good at something called as soft skills. Okay, yes, soft skills. You will be having your aptitude. You will be having your problem solving approach. Okay, so here you will also be having your mindsets right, your communication part. All of these part will be taken care here. So you need to be clear with this, and this will be also a very crucial part. Next, Mithun, I have good at skills, proof of work, soft skills. Will I get a job? Yes, you will get a job, but you should also know where are the jobs, right? The biggest problem which students face is that they don't get to know the openings at all. So there you need something called as networking. How many of you are on Instagram? Just put out S in the chat. How many of you are on Instagram? Just put out S in the chat. Everyone. How many of you are on Instagram? How many of you are on LinkedIn? How many of you are on LinkedIn? Just put out S. How many of you are on LinkedIn? How many of you have written a post on LinkedIn? How many of you have written a post on LinkedIn? See, why? It's always you should be at the right place at the right time, guys. And there won't be any best platform, at least in 2025, for software professionals than LinkedIn. Okay. So LinkedIn is the place where there are a lot of opportunities lying there. Okay, so I myself recommend this very much because I have cracked all of my job offers through LinkedIn. Okay, so I get to know jobs from LinkedIn. I follow like-minded people, and proof of work. LinkedIn should be your proof of work as well. See, no one is. How many of you have heard of this term called as referrals? Referrals. How many of you have heard of this? Referrals. Yeah, pretty much many people. See, what happens is that many students think referrals is the last part. Okay. But if you don't build that connection, no one is going to drop your referral. Now, Mithun, how can I build that connection? By showcasing your work. You should showcase your work, which will help you as a proof of work and as well as the networking thing. Okay. And finally, you should be having a degree. Okay. Again, any degree. Degree, this is one of the biggest question people have, that is degree compulsory? You should have a degree. It will be just to verify. It is just a verification thing telling that you're at least 18 years or older. Okay, because as per Indian laws, you should be at least 18 years to get into any full-time job. Okay, so these are the 5 things which takes which takes for any individual to crack a job, be it a startup, be it a big MNC. Go ask anyone and tell that, hey, I have skills, I have proof of work, I am good at soft skills, I have a good network, and I have some decent degree. Will I get a job? The chances of people telling no is almost nil, considering that there is a vacancy. Okay. So here now how we as a team will play here. Skills, we provide you the recording lectures. We provide you the live lectures. So this is where we do our part. And your part is to carefully consume them, practice them. You cannot learn software development by seeing your mentors develop software. It's like swimming. You cannot master swimming by looking at others swimming. Okay, you should get your hands dirty on code, and that is how you are going to attain the skills. Next is proof of work. We are going to do projects, assignments, and quiz, and it's your part to take it up. Next, soft skills. The next part, Kevin will be taking about this. So job assistance thing will have this covered. And networking, here we will share the information, but you are the one who go post, write post theirs. And degree, we cannot help with this. So you should be able to take care. So here in every 5 parts, we are going to be as a team, and together we as a team will be moving towards the goal in the next 6 months. Sir, we'll work on LinkedIn during course. The mentors would suggest what should be done on LinkedIn, but yeah, so it's you who should take it up. Okay, like today you attended this onboarding session, okay, or else the orientation session. Go write a post. We are not there on LinkedIn to be influencers. We don't want likes, comments, and shares. We want just a digital footprint telling that 6 months before, Ankit has taken up this course. In 1 month, he built like 5 projects. That's a really cool progress. Next month, after at the end of 6 months, he's building really good websites. This shows how much consistent you are, how much good you are at learning. Everything would be serving as a proof of work. Is this clear? Now, anyone have any doubts telling that what it takes to crack a job? What it takes to crack a job? Everyone? Any questions? Everyone? If you have any questions, just put out or just let me know. Just put out a yes in the chat so that I could move further. Okay, everything. So this should be your first thing to know. Okay, you cannot reach a destination if you don't know the destination at all, right? So that's why I have put up this in the first day of the session itself or the orientation class itself. So this thing. So for cracking a job, data structure is necessary. Yes, in the JavaScript part, we are going to look into basic data structures like arrays. Okay, so all of those are covered here. So since this is a development first course, whatever is required to crack a web developer job, you will be getting all of those skills. Okay, don't worry on that. Okay, so we post everything what we learned during course. Yes, that's the best thing you could do. Or if I was in your place, okay, like let's say I am someone who bought the course today, I would do the same thing, guys. Okay, so I would follow like-minded individuals. You tag me, you tag PW skills, you tag your mentors, and just let the people know that you are doing something. That's the best way. See, you should market yourself. No one, the opportunity. See, the sad part of software is that no matter how much ever you're talented, okay, you should go to the opportunity. Okay, opportunities don't chase you because you are not in college where your placement cell will take care of it, right? You are coming out of that comfort zone and you should just have that set. Okay, you should market yourself better. Is this clear, everyone? Any questions? So, and these are your mentors. So they are the best in the industry. So they are working at some of the great companies. Maybe some might be your dream companies as well. So this is all what Alka ma'am has already covered. Is this clear? Any doubts with the curriculum? If this is clear, then I will show you about a live assignment and quiz submission. Is this clear? Shall we proceed? Everyone, I want yes in the chat. I thought you would be excited by hearing all of this stuff. Why? You should be very much excited, guys. Great. Okay. So first things first, pwskills.com. Okay. Of course, you can build a similar kind of platform at the end of this course as well. But yeah, so this is the only source of truth for all of the content from us. So if you go here, so you'll be having all of the tracks. So whatever Alka ma'am has already covered. So now what happens is that each module, okay, so if you see each module, you will be having lectures, first of all. Okay, I told you, right, we'll be starting from the scratch. Tools, what is client server architecture, internet, HTTP, everything. Okay, so on these topics, you will be getting a quiz. Okay, quiz will be a multiple choice question. Okay, because many companies or almost all the companies, they will be, the first round is a online assessment round, OA round. There you will be having similar multiple choice questions. Okay, so these are something which are most asked. So you can just take this up. Again, you will only have one attempt. Okay, so if you just submit once, you will be not able to attempt it again. So be careful and answer very much thing. Okay, so now let's take up a simple question. What does HTML stand for? Okay, so let's mark option C and you just click on next. Okay, or else you can just say submit answer if you're clear. So if it's a correct answer, it just says correct. And next, let's say, oh, I'm going to just wantedly give some wrong answer here. Which program is create a structure of the web pages? I would say Python, which is of course wrong. Now, if I submit, I'll get incorrect answer. Mithun, where will I get the solutions then? I do a mistake, I should learn from them as well, right? Yeah. So once completing everything, you submit the quiz. Okay. So it says all of the summary. You attempted 2, you have not attempted 8. So do attempt all of the questions. And on clicking on submit, your one attempt will be completed and you will get the mark sheet immediately. No delay, everything is automated. So you will get how many are correct, how many are wrong, not attempted. So what's the accuracy, what's the completion, some stats. Again, you will get the solutions as well. Okay. So you can see, so Python is the wrong answer, HTML is the right answer. So here it's not just to grade you guys, okay, or just to just a minute, just to see how much you learned. It's also to provide you feedback. Okay, we all have our own learning paces. Some are from non-technical background. No one will be able to crack at the first go itself. The only thing is that you should get better over time. So you can see some analysis. All of these beautiful stats are there for your part. Okay, so quiz is very important. Okay, so always make sure you take that, be mindful. Okay, so be honest, and the whole intention should be the learning part and preparing for the interview. Any doubts in the quiz part, everyone? Any doubts in the quiz part? Any doubts in the quiz part? Is this clear? Everyone just put out yes. Yeah. Next, you will be having something called as assignments. Okay, so assignments you can see. So you have an assignment here. Sir, for quiz submission, is there having any date submission? So you can see here. So you just have attempt, and this is mandatory. There is no deadline as such. You will be having 10 points awarded and you will have one attempt. There is no deadline as such. Okay. Next, this is the assignment part. So each assignment will be for 25 points. You'll be having one attempt again. So it will be like similar to what happens in a company. You will be getting a question paper. Okay, so here you can see you will have set of questions. Okay, now what's the best way? See, assignments are not just like I do it once and then forget about it. No, yeah, that should not be the whole idea. So you should also preserve these assignments. Okay, you should also be using this for the revision purposes. So what the best thing to do is that, so everything should be digital. Okay, so just come out of that paper and pen situation. So what happens is that just create a folder on your Google Drive. I hope everyone has Google Drive. Okay, so like let's say this is, just give your course name. Okay, and create a folder. Why? Because we are going to store all of our assignments here. Okay, like this assignment is of introduction to web development. Just create a folder for it, telling that all of the assignment files I am going to create it here. Okay, great. Now assignments will be of majorly two types. Okay, so assignments will be of two types. Let me just write it out here. Assignments will be of two types. First one will be, you will be having theoretical assignments, and then you will be having coding assignments. Okay, coding or practical assignments. Now for theoretical assignments, so just create a Google doc here. Okay, you can create a simple Google doc telling full stack introduction to development solutions. Okay, and you just mention the question number and you write whatever answer you want. This is for question number 1, question number 2, question number 2, you say this is the answer, question number 3, this is the answer. You just type out. Okay, don't write on pen and paper. You should get your hands dirty with typing. Okay, so you need not to master typing, but yeah, so you should be comfortable with taking digital notes. Again, Alka ma'am has showed you how to take notes as well. Similarly, always have a digital thing. The best part about digital is that, like let's say tomorrow you are going to attend an interview, you need to revise. Okay, so you just open this on your mobile phone and just read them out. Okay, now once you have this solution, just download the PDF. Always make sure the assignment should be submitted in PDF format, and just come here and choose a file to upload, and you upload the solution file. Okay, and just click on submit. Is this clear? How to submit theoretical assignments? We'll see the coding part. How to submit the theoretical assignments. Is this clear? Any questions? Any questions? Anyone? Everyone should be clear with this part, because this is where you will be, again, you will get the recordings. Okay, don't worry. So you will get this whole session recordings as well. Okay, so don't worry on that part. Now, like let's say coding question. Okay, like there are coding challenges. Again, create a folder for it. Like let's say another module, HTML basics, something like this. So here we need to have coding assignment. We have a coding assignment. So you cannot directly write code on Google Drive, right? So what you are going to do is that you are going to create a folder. Okay, so you're going to create a simple folder. Okay, so just say HTML assignment. Okay, and you write your code, you create files inside this folder. Okay, you write your HTML code, CSS, JavaScript, your React project, your backend project, or why not a full website. Everything will be inside this folder. Now, one thing you will do is that you will be zipping up this, you will be compressing this file, you're converting that into a zip file, because sometimes project might be a huge file. Okay, so that's why. And then you upload that to Google Drive. You upload that zip file to Google Drive. Okay, so now you have your code in Google Drive. Now, Mithun, I cannot submit this. I need a PDF. So create a Google Doc. Okay, create a Google Doc again, telling HTML basic solution, HTML basic solution. Okay, like let's say there are multiple projects, like let's say Swiggy clone. You just attach the link. Okay, just copy here, click on share, and make this public, anyone with this link, because someone should evaluate also, right? So make sure the permission is clear, and then you attach the Google Drive link here, and then download the PDF and upload it to the portal. Upload this to the portal and just click on submit. This is how you tackle both the theoretical and the coding assignments. Okay, is this clear? Any questions? Any questions for me? Any questions? Any questions? Everyone? Yeah. If you have any questions, you could directly reach out to us. Okay, so there are multiple support channels. You have multiple videos to submit assignments as well here. Okay, in the LMS overview section. So yeah, so there should not be any question. So yeah, so I'll be there for another 30 to 45 seconds. If you have any questions, you could just put out to the chat. We'll take that up. And next, you will be learning more about the job assistance program from the placement team. Anyone have any questions? Just put out in the chat. Everyone, is this clear? Are you guys excited? Okay, I am not seeing the excitement in you guys. Okay, see, software is ever changing. The only thing which drives you should be the hunger and the excitement. Okay, so make sure you are clear with that. Everyone, is this clear? Shall we proceed? Shall we proceed? Just yes in the chat, guys. Great. Okay, so that's it. That's it from my side. Okay, so if you guys wish, you could just connect with me on LinkedIn as well. So I'm active there. So you could directly DM me on LinkedIn. So if you need any support, any help, okay, so whatever post you are making, tag me. So I would be very much happy to see your post. And where do we have to do coding practice? On your machine. Everything will be set up on your machine. Okay, and there will be no paid things here. So all of the tools which we use are of free tools. So as and when we progress, the mentors will teach you how to set up your development environment. Okay, don't worry on that. When the lectures will be uploaded in PW portal every Wednesdays. When will be the live class? I think Alka ma'am has covered it. Okay, so you can just refer that. You will get the recordings. You can see that, and you will be getting a lot of mail communications as well. For this week, so this week I told you, right? So there is 2 modules already uploaded. You can watch that from next way. You will be getting. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Akhilesh. Okay. Great. Is VS Code right place? Yes. Okay. Hold on. Okay, hold on. So let's not have everything disclosed here itself. There is a lot of cool things planned. Okay. So let's wait for it. As and when we progress, we learn things. Great. Okay. So thank you guys. That's it. That's it from my side. I will catch you up around. And yeah, over to Kevin. You could take it from here.
Thank you, Mithun. So I will be taking the career services part along with Kriti, right? We both represent the career services team. So we have 2 teams from the career services team that is working for you when it comes to your placements. One is the career excellence team, and the other one is the career operations team, right? Let me just quickly share in my screen. All right. I hope my screen is visible and I'm clearly audible. If you can just let me know in the chat. All right. Thank you. So, like I was saying, we have two teams working for you for your placements. One is the career excellence team, and the other one is the career operations team. So, what do? We provide you all the resources and support that is required for you in terms of your placements, right? So, the career excellence team focuses on preparing you for your interviews, basically providing you all the resources, all the exposure that is required when it comes to your interview preparation, right? Be it communication skills, body language, or how should your resumes look like. Everything would be taught to you in these sessions that we are conducting. So basically these are your soft skill sessions which are conducted through the career excellence team, and we also have the career operations team, which handles all the opportunities, the placements that you're going to get from the team, right? From the PW skills, the job opportunities that you're going to get, it will be handled by the career operations team. So we have Kriti from the career operations team who will be explaining you to you guys once I finish explaining about the structure of soft skills training that will be provided from our side, right? So let's look at how the next few minutes will look like, right? First we'll be going through the journey that you will have, the whole journey that you're going to have in the 6 months, what all you can expect from the career services team, and what all will be happening from our side will be explained to you, and what are the important policies or eligibility criteria that is there for you to be eligible for placements would also be told to you, and certain general pointers that you have to keep in mind when it comes to your training and placements, right? So we'll be looking at all of these in the coming few minutes, right? So let me give you an idea of what is happening in the hiring market, right? What is the landscape, or how does it look like, right? Currently, if you all are following the news, or uh, understand what is happening in the current industries, is there is a lot of layoffs that are happening, a huge number of layoffs, right? And why is that happening in major companies like Accenture, Google? Why is it happening? One is because AI is taking over a lot of jobs, and also there is no skills that are required when it comes to the candidates that the companies are looking for. There are no skills that are there, right? So that is why there is a need for us to upskill ourselves, and also to be good at the things that are required when it comes to being successful in our careers, right? So one is having the domain knowledge, and the other one is having the soft skills that are required for your job, right? So how are we going to learn these soft skills that are required, and how do we crack these jobs, right, that we are looking for? So we'll be training you in these topics, right? We have a structure of training program that you will go through when it comes to your soft skills. So our training with you, or our intervention, starts in the second month of your program, where you will be learning building on foundation, right? That is where we'll start with, right? Where you will learn basic English, where your spoken English would be improved, right? So we'll be teaching you basics of grammar and vocabulary, how to have your sentence constructed, and also small group activities. Why these activities are there? Because in these activities you will learn how to communicate by interacting with your mentor and with your peers, right? So in the second month you will also have your communication check. This is a communication check where, or an assessment where we'll be checking you where you stand in terms of your communication, right? So after which we'll be moving to the third month, where we'll be focusing on strengthening your communication, where you will learn professional writing, speaking, and also email writing, and your presentation skills would improve, and your group discussions would happen, right? So this is the structure for the third month. And also coming to the fourth month, before we go to the fourth month, you will also have a communication check, where we'll be checking you how is your improvement in the interventions that we are giving you, right? So we will check how are you improving, and what all aspects we should focus on to make you better when it comes to your communication, right? So after that we'll be focusing on the fourth month, where um, you will learn personal branding, where we'll be teaching you how to write your resumes and your cover letters, your LinkedIn networking, and also your elevator pitch and storytelling would be taught to you, right? After that, we'll again have a communication check, where we'll be checking you where you stand in terms of your communication. And moving to the fifth month, we'll be focusing on your employability skills. So in the 5th month, you will learn interview techniques, professional etiquette, how to answer behavioral questions. So all of these things would be taught to you in your 5th month, right? After the 5th month, after all the training programs from the soft skills and also from your domain, we will be focusing on your employability test. So basically, employability test is an assessment conducted by the career services team to understand where you stand in terms of your domain knowledge, how is your aptitude, and also your communication, right? So you will be assessed on all of these three factors. One is your domain knowledge and your soft skills, or your aptitude as well, and also your communication, right? So you will also have aptitude sessions happening towards the end of your course, where you will learn all the things related to aptitude, right? And there will be a training program for your aptitude as well towards the end, right? And in the 6th month, when you are completing the employability test, once you qualify, right, we will be preparing you for your interviews, and also your mock interviews would happen. Your resumes would also be polished in the 6th month, after which you will start getting your job opportunities, right? So this is the structure that you will be going through, and these are the topics that we'll be covering in the 6 months that you're spending. And you will have a 5 month soft skill training program from our side, right? And also every month you will have a career talk. So basically, career talk is where we will get in an industry expert who will be coming live to you guys, and also explaining to you about what is the expectations that they have, what all strategies you can use to get in or to land your dream job and everything. So this person would be an industry expert, maybe a HR of a well-known company, or any particular domain, right, which is related to your program. So these people would come in and explain to you like what is the expectations in the current job market, right? So moving ahead, we will look at the eligibility criteria for you guys, which is there for you to be eligible for your placement opportunities, right? So more on this would be explained to you by Kriti, but I will tell you the eligibility criteria from the career excellence point of view. So if you're really good at the soft skills part, you will be eligible um, for your placement opportunities along with your domain, right? So this is one of your important criteria to be present in all the soft skill sessions that are conducted, right? So you will have 2 sessions per week where we'll be focusing on your soft skills. So all these topics that I mentioned will be covered in 2 sessions per week format, right? So we expect you to also have 70% of attendance in these sessions, and also we expect you to be fully participative in the classes that we are conducting. So basically, when we are teaching you communication, it is important for you to interact. Only when you interact, you will learn and improve in your communication. So we request you to interact better, and if you do not interact when the mentor is calling out your name, or when some task is assigned to you, when it comes to your interactions during your sessions, and if you're not responding, you will be considered as absent, and that would result in you not being eligible for your placements as well. And also, all the assessments, we expect you to have an 100% completion. So basically, all the communication checks or the employability test, it is mandatory for you to complete these assessments. Only then you will be eligible for your placements, right? So this is from my side, from the career excellence point of view. So I will have Kriti from the career services support team, who would be explaining to you more about the expectations that we have when it comes to your placements. Over to you, Kriti.
Thank you, Kevin. Hi, everyone. Very good evening to all of you. My name is Kriti, and I'm here from Career Services Team Operations. I'll be helping you, making you understand about the policies, do's and don'ts, and even help you out if you have any queries. So I'll just present my screen, and accordingly, I'll help you with that. I hope my screen is visible. Okay, so let's start with the important policies that is related to the eligibility criteria. So, to qualify for the job qualities facilitated by the PW, learners must meet the following criteria. So, there are few criteria that you need to meet to to be eligible for those opportunities. The first comes as student scoring 60% or above in the skills employability test will qualify for the career services support. So once you complete your course, there would be an employability test that will be given to you, where to understand what are the parameters, how you have completed your course, are you able to uh, clear the questions that has been taught to you during your course. So in that particular, you have to score 60% or above 60% to be eligible for the career services support. Okay. Eligibility criteria for interview drives are at companies discretionary, and PW has no role in this regard. So this particular line specifies over here is that any company that comes to our system, they comes with their own eligibility criteria. Related to those eligibility criteria, we do not have an option where we can deny the company by giving it to our learner. For example, if the company comes with a requirement for the pass out year of 21 and 22, then we have to source the candidate who have completed their graduation or post graduation in 21 and 22. If they are looking for a learner who has completed their BTech degree, so for those opportunities, the learners who have completed their BCA, the BSc are not eligible for that drive. But these eligibility comes from the company end, where we cannot disrupt them and we cannot tell them that please change the criteria. This is something we don't have an option. The third point comes as your attendance should be more than equal to 70% is 70% for whatever the class has conducted till date. It either goes with your course, it goes with your soft skill session, or any session that has been conducted from the career services team. Okay, the fourth point comes as your completion in all the assignment and attempt should be 100%, which even includes your employability test. Submission and approval of a capstone project at the end of the program. So during your course, you will receive a project which will be a capstone project, and we expect you to complete it and submit it on time. So that whenever you present your resume, in your resumes you have few projects mentioned over there, by which the company would understand what all skills you have used, what are the programming languages you have worked upon, and accordingly your resume will uh, get shortlisted in the future. Coming to the next policy, it shows that the active learners can participate in the hiring drives if they meet drive specific eligibility criteria. So if you remember my previous slide, in the second sub status we have mentioned about the eligibility. The company would come with their eligibility criteria, and according to that eligibility criteria, whosoever learner matches the eligibility criteria, we expect them that they are the active learners, where we expect them to participate in the hiring drives because they are the person who have met the eligibility criteria of that specific drive. Learner must complete all rounds for which they are shortlisted and are not allowed to reschedule interviews. So, while you apply for an opportunity, you required to complete all the rounds. Coming to the reschedule part of the interviews, it is not possible to reschedule your interviews. Either it's an assignment round or an interview round. If there is something emergency and you have a valid reason with a valid proof, then we can try insisting the company to reschedule it, but it depends upon company to company. Okay, you will receive 6 months of dedicated career service support post course completion to enhance your career transition. So, in the few in the coming slides, I'll tell you about the career service support, what it is exactly, and how will you be able to do it. Okay. Next comes with the most important maximum of 3 career opportunities interview drives per learner. So here it means that You even apply for 10 to 20 companies, but you're only eligible to give 3 interviews per learner. If you get rejected, it's up to you. If you get selected, so once you are selected, we expect you to take ahead the offer letter. Coming to the next slide, one learner, one offer policy. So here it means that learners are eligible for only one job offer through PW skills. For example, you have applied for 10 companies, and for one company you have received an offer letter. We expect you to accept the offer letter. We expect you to accept that offer letter. Okay, the second point comes as we will be removed from the CS support once the offer is shared by the company. So here it means that once you have received the offer letter, uh, you will be removed from the company and from the CS support, because we are going ahead with a one learner one offer policy, and we do not want you to apply for the other opportunities that is given in the system. As per the policy, there would be reason like will not only ask full-time opportunity or a full-time opportunity directly. Coming to the location preference, the career opportunities can be in any part of India, and we strictly do not entertain jobs in my city approach. So here it means that, for example, you are from Lucknow and you are looking for an opportunity in Lucknow. So it becomes very difficult to provide opportunities like that, or looking for a work from home opportunities. In our system, if there are companies in Lucknow and at that moment of time they have the options, they are hiring for the location or something sort of, then we can provide you these kind of jobs. Otherwise, you have to be assured that you have to go out, and overall pan India you will be getting the job opportunities. This is something that you should be open to relocate, you should be open to work anywhere in India, because a good opportunity can mostly be in your metro cities like Bengaluru, Mumbai, your Pune, Hyderabad, Delhi, Noida, Gurugram. So these are the few locations where we expect you to get the opportunities, and you should be good to go ahead with that. The second point comes as the learner may be required to travel and attend some of the hiring drives, making their own arrangements at their own expenses, as per the reporting schedule communicated by the PW. So nowadays, for the tech background, mostly the companies have started calling the people for the face-to-face interview mode. In this interview mode, we'll not ask you to travel from Delhi to Mumbai for an interview. But if you are in Delhi and the company is located in Gurugram and they want to conduct a face-to-face round, before sharing your name to the company, we will share the opportunity with you, and once you agree for that company, then only your details will be shared with that particular company, and you have to go ahead for the face to face round of interview. But once you go for that interview process, whatever the amount that you, whatever the arrangements you are doing, whatever the expense it is, you have to make it on your own. There would be no reimbursement from the PW end. Coming to the PW career services platform, many of you would have that question, what is career services platform? So we have a platform which is named as a one stop platform for all the services that would be provided to you during your uh, career enhancement or a career growth. That would be AI powered mock interviews and assessments, AI resume builders and ATS optimization, exclusive hiring opportunities, and marketplace job. So AI powered mock interviews and assessment means that whenever you come to the career services pool, once you're done with your course, whenever you come to that particular phase, you will be going through the mock interviews. Whenever you feel that you are ready, even if you feel that you are a bit nervous for a company, at that particular moment, you can take this mock interview to understand where are you exactly lacking, what all need to be changed or need to be groomed up. So for that, we have AI mock interviews for which you can take, you can understand, and you can practice for your interviews. Okay, coming to the second point, AI resume builder and ATS optimization. So AI resume builder is a very good place where you can check the company's requirement, the job description, and you can just upload it over there, and you can share your resume, and accordingly it will mix and match your resume on the company's requirement. And when you upload that particular resume on that company's site, the ATS will give you a friendly remark. For example, nowadays many of the companies HR are going ahead with the ATS resume. They have the application. When they upload your resume, if it gives above 50-60%, then the companies are conducting your interviews. To make it a resume friendly, ATS friendly, you should upload and build a resume through AI resume builder. Okay, exclusive hiring opportunities. So exclusive hiring opportunity, whatever the opportunities that we whatever the companies we onboard in our system is visible to everyone. Okay, the marketplace job here means that whatever the opportunity that comes into the system, like within 12 to 24 hours, it will get updated in our system, and you can check those opportunities and you can directly apply it from there as well. Coming to the few general pointers, we have that the recruitment process for a company begins with the registration of learners. So once we identify who all are the active learners, we share the link with those particular learner, and once they apply for that company, then the process of the recruitment starts. Okay, the process culminates in the final selection of candidate. The time we say that we have completed the process, it means that there would be either a selection or a rejection in that particular company. Then only we will be closing the position, either from our end, or they will do it from their internal and external clients. Coming to the next part, interview stages slash rounds may include resume shortlisting, online assignments, group discussions, interview rounds, which could be virtual or offline. So coming to this part, many of the companies go ahead either with the first round as a resume shortlisting, or an online assessment, group discussion, or interview rounds. It can vary upon company to company, and interview rounds can be virtual or offline depending upon the company's requirement. Coming to the next part, it is misconduct and debarment. So it means that there are few do's and don'ts that you cannot do. If you do such activities, there will be an action upon you. Okay, the first point comes upon as lack of participation in opportunities. If we provide you opportunities, and in 3 consecutive job opportunity that is shared from us, if you do not apply after being eligible, okay, there would be an action upon you. Coming to the second point, failing to attend 2 consecutive opportunities after applying. So once you have applied for an opportunity, it is mandatory for you to complete the process, the recruitment process. If you do not do, there would be an action upon you. Coming to the next point, furnishing incorrect information, providing false or misleading details in registration form or during the recruitment process. So once we give you an option to apply on that particular company, if you fill any details that is misleading or false in the registration form or during the recruitment process, if you do such activities, there would be an action upon you. Coming to the third point, unprofessional behavior during recruitment. So, any malpractice, dishonesty, or unethical conduct during job application or interviews will result in disqualification from career services platform. So, if you caught cheating during your interview, during your online test assessment, there would be an action upon you, which will actually lead to disqualification from the career services platform. Withdrawing from the recruitment process at any stage without a valid reason. So once you apply for an opportunity, you cannot come back to us asking that you want to withdraw your name from that particular company, just because for example you have not read the job description properly or something sort of. So this is the best way. When we share an opportunity with you, we request you to go ahead with the complete job description, understand the job description. If you have any doubt, you can come back to us, you can ask the query, and then you apply. Because once you apply, there will be no option where you can withdraw your name from that particular opportunity. Coming to the next part, unauthorized communication with the companies, directly or indirectly interacting with company officials without prior information, without prior permission. So basically, this comes as when we share job descriptions with you. There are many a times that the company HR email ID is being there. We do not want you to directly or indirectly you can communicate with the company. Whatever would be there, we are the mediators for you. Will update you, either it's regarding the interview or it's regarding your results. We are here to help you out. The second point comes as sending communication or making request company to officials through any means. So, for example, if your interview has been aligned and in the HR signature you found a HR number, you cannot connect with them. You cannot ask them, when are you providing my result? When are you planning to conduct my interview on a regular means? You cannot do that. Whatever will happen will come it from our end, and we are the mediator to help you related to those queries or issues you would be having at that particular moment of time. Coming to the next part, non compliance with preparatory activities, failing to attend mandatory preparatory sessions, tests, workshops, or any activities scheduled as a part of the recruitment process. So, there would be a time, especially in technical background, whenever there is an opportunity that is shared from our end, if we feel that there is a requirement to provide you a prep session, it's just that to enhance the topics they would be asking you, to help you out, to just groom you on those specific questions or specific skill set, so that you are an interview ready person, and during your interview it becomes easier for you to crack the interview. It just that will help you to understand like how to answer it or how to complete the assignment. We can help you in those stages. Inappropriate conduct, criticizing or making adverse comments about PW skills, its processes or policies on including social media. You cannot criticize or make adverse comments about PW skills related to its process or policies on social media. If you have any query, you can directly reach out to us, you can ask us, and we can help you out related to that. Communicating a decision not to join a company midway through the hiring process without prior clarification. So here it lines mean that when, for example, you are in the final round of a company and then you decide you don't want to join in this company because the role is not suitable for you or any XYZ reasons. At that particular moment, we do not want to hamper our client, because there would be a time when they would be even interviewing our other learners. It will just hamper our relation with the HR, and in near future we do not want that they take an action against you. So this is something we do not want you to do that. So this is all from my end. If there are questions, I'm here to answer you all. Okay, so I can see there are questions for me. Ma'am, what will happen if I get 5 offer letter from 5 different companies? So, Priyanshu, as I clearly mentioned that you're only eligible to give 3 interviews. So, in 3 interviews, we won't be able to get 5 offer letter. And once you have received 1 offer letter from a company, we will be removing you from the career services platform. So, apart from this, is there any other questions that you have? And I would love to answer you all. Any other question, guys? I can see that there are no other questions from anyone. So I believe I have answered to all your question. And in case after this session also, if you have any doubt, you feel free to reach out to us and we'll help you answering those questions. So thank you all. Thank you for your time.